Today we're checking out a powerful hot hatch that doesn't get much attention, and that's partly due to the fact that it costs 950,000 rands. I don't know about you, but if you give me 950,000 rands to go buy a hatchback, I'd come back with 700,000 rands change. I know most of you don't have 950,000 rands to spend on a hatchback, so allow me to say on today's episode of A Car We Can't Afford, we're checking out the Renault Megane RS300 Trophy. Only 55 units were allocated to South Africa. The i30N is plus minus 138,000 rands cheaper than the Megane RS, and we'll talk about that later in the video. For now, let me know which car would you choose between the i30N and Megane RS if money wasn't a problem. And VW fans, please don't mention Golf 8 GTI cause it doesn't compete in the 200 kilowatts league. And also, I've heard a lot of horror stories about that car. It's not worth it, but just pummel up. If you think the front end design looks familiar, it's because you know it from the Renault Clio 5. But the Megane is more beefier and comes with stylish fog lamps. Overall, I think the front looks good, but they say looks are subjective, so it's fine if you don't like it. On the side, you get 19-inch wheels with Brembo brake calipers. The wheel is not bad, but the red lines were not necessary. Trying to compete in the hot hatch segment with a 950,000 rands hatchback with no sunroof is just self-sabotage if you ask me. When it comes to colors, you can get the Megane in white, orange and yellow. It looks good, but I think the i30N is a better package. From this angle, the back looks rounded and weird, but from here it means business. There's a dramatic diffuser with a huge exhaust cutout at the center, and while we're talking about the exhaust, here's how it sounds. In normal or regular mode, it sounds a bit softer, and when you switch to sport mode, you get a more fruity sound. Unlike i30N, the Megane RS has dynamic turning signals, and overall the tail lamps look stunning. i30N, Megane RS. This doesn't look like a 950,000 rands interior to me, and the fact that there's no sunroof makes things worse. The only thing I like here is the pedal shifters. There's heated Alcantara seats and a carbon fiber situation going on the door panels. For sound lovers, there's a Bose sound system, and I hope Suzuki is taking notes cause the sound quality in the sweet spot is unacceptable. The back seats are nice and comfortable, and you won't complain about legroom. Overall, I'd give this interior a 6 out of 10. The problem with hot hatches is that automakers tend to focus more on performance numbers and overlook interior design and quality. That's why the i30N interior also looks underwhelming, and it's a deal breaker for me. In terms of performance, this car has a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine, pushing out 221 kilowatts and 420 Newton meters of torque, and the power is sent to the front wheels. It moves from 0 to 100 in only 5.7 seconds, and top speed is claimed to be 260 km per hour. When you buy a performance car, you know exactly what you are signing up for, so you shouldn't complain about the 8.1 liters per 100 km claimed average fuel consumption. Even though this hatch is more powerful than the Mark 8 GTI, most people would still choose GTI because in the grand scheme of things, performance numbers are not really that important, unless you are a race boy. In South Africa, no hot hatch will ever dethrone the Golf, even though it's less powerful than its rivals. The Megane RS comes with a 5-year 150,000 km warranty and a 5-year 90,000 km service plan with a service interval of 12 months or 10,000 km, whichever comes first. You already know the Megane RS300 Trophy is a 950,000 rands car, so if you finance it for 5 years with no deposit and no balloon payment, at an interest rate of 11.75%, your monthly installment will hover around 21,100 for a hatchback before insurance. Welcome to another video. out, let's say maybe 4,000 for insurance, and your car expenses will cross the 25,000 rands mark. And remember, we are still talking about a hatchback. If you are using this car as your daily, your total monthly car expenses can easily hover around 30,000 rands. In the used market, you can get a demo or a low mileage Megane RS Trophy for around 800,000 rands. And on finance, you'll be paying at least 3,000 rands less. The depreciation is kind of crazy for a limited model. This Renault is nice, but I prefer the i30N because it's nicer and cheaper. Previously, my cutoff price for a hatchback was 700,000 rands, and now it has dropped to 600,000 rands. I would never spend more than 600,000 rands on a hatchback. It doesn't matter whether it's an RS3, A45, or a futuristic hatchback with flying capabilities. I'm not spending more than 600,000 rands on a hatchback. Full stop. Enough about cars we can't afford. In my next video, I'll be checking out decent used cars you can get for 250,000 rands or less. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.